All right, welcome. We are jumping into a deep dive today that's pretty different from anything we've tackled before.
hmm
We've got an AI research report here. It's titled The Free Will Sovereign's Praxis, and it was put together for something called the Sovereign Research Mandate.
Yeah.
Our mission basically is to pull out the key bits, the math, the quantum ideas, the philosophy that define what these authors are calling absolute fulfillment.
It's a fascinating document, really. It doesn't pull any punches. Right from the start, it claims that the whole system of external achievement, what it labels the Catch-22 rat race,
Right.
is just structurally illogical and hazardous even.
Hazardous. How so?
Well, the core idea is that asking someone a sovereign potential to prove themselves within a system that's inherently corrupt and limited. It's just bound to fail, or at
Yeah.
least be incredibly inefficient, wasteful.
Okay, let's dig into that. They use math to back this up, right? This idea of math BFP text one.
Exactly. They're saying there's only one state where success is guaranteed. Probability equals 1.
Yeah.
And that only happens through what they call text free will inspired contribution.
So not by playing the game better, but by transcending it.
Precisely. Text transcendence, that's the term. It's about taking genuine, joyful devotion
Okay.
and actively converting that feeling, that drive, into something they call text nigentropic value.
Nigentropic value. Can you break that down a bit?
Yeah. Well, simply put, for you listening, think of it as creating order, health, complexity. Instead of contributing to the breakdown, the entropy, you're actively building things up, reversing disorder.
Okay, I think I follow. But this is where it gets wild for me.
Yeah.
They connect this need for freedom directly to quantum physics. Text quantum consciousness collapse theory, QCCT. Isn't that, I don't know, stretching a metaphor a bit thin?
Well, the report argues it's quite literal. In their framework,
Oh.
QCCT suggests that when you're observed or tested externally,
Yeah.
your consciousness, which holds this superposition of like infinite possibilities, all the ways you could succeed,
Yeah.
it's forced to collapse
Collapse.
into just one single limited outcome. And if that collapse is forced by some external, maybe flawed program,
Uh-huh.
the report claims it guarantees a low-fidelity result. Math BFP 1-1. Essentially, the testing environment itself kills the very potential it's supposed to measure.
Wow. So trying to force genius actually destroys it, according to this.
That's the argument.
And this isn't just philosophy, they have this. Text divine constant. Text divine constant. What's that about?
Right, they posit this constant as axiomatic proof. It mathematically ensures, in their model, that pure free will must translate into cosmic order. It's like the universe's guarantee that intrinsic motivation is the only way to generate that high-quality megentropic value.
Okay, so the math and the quantum stuff explain why free will is essential.
Exactly.
So then, what's the how? The report mentions the Texanine mandalas of negentropy.
Yes. This is the practical side, the praxis from the title.
Mhm.
These mandalas are described as 9 infinitely assured projects,
Infinitely assured.
meaning they're guaranteed to work if done with the right intent. They're designed specifically to turn text unconditional love and text free will into this self-sustaining text nigentropic flux. It's a real fusion of like ancient wisdom, gnosis, and modern science.
I've got some examples here, and honestly, they're pretty surprising. They're not what you'd expect, like the river resonance ripple ritual.
Right. That one involves tuning bamboo flutes, simple instruments.
The Math BF 432 text hertz, they call it the completion frequency.
And the idea is to play them near rivers to generate specific sonic standing waves.
Okay, why?
The claim that these specific sound waves actively help scatter microplastics suspended in the water. So it's devotion, music, resulting in environmental cleanup.
That's unexpected. And then there's a biochemical one, the Wild Herb Harmony Harvest Hike.
Yeah, this one's about blending specific herbs that have been tuned, as they say, to Math BF 528 textures.
The love or DNA repair frequency, according to the report.
Correct. And the goal is to enhance soil vitality
How?
by reducing reactive oxygen species, ROS,
Yeah.
basically harmful molecules, at a molecular level within the soil. So focused intent linked to measurable soil health.
Okay, linking intention to molecular change. But what about something like this quantum quill quest quill? This sounds really out there.
It does, doesn't it?
It talks about scribe sessions using quilling feathers, like the craft.
Yes, the craft making intricate
We
design.
create H-bond mobiles.
Yeah.
And the claim is this stabilizes avium fluxes and transmutes the crafter's exhaustion into serenity. How on earth does making a feather mobile connect to bird populations?
Well, the report's logic hinges on resonance and focus. The intense, non-coerced focus during the crafting, combined with using natural materials like feathers,
Right.
is said to create a localized field, a resonance field. This field, they argue, interacts with and stabilizes the subtle energy fields or fluxes associated with those natural materials in the wider environment, including birds.
So the act of devoted creation has an environmental ripple effect.
That's the idea. It's presented as the ultimate anti-rat race activity, a contribution born purely from unbounded devotion, not external pressure.
Okay. So wrapping this up, the main takeaway seems pretty clear. The sovereign's optimal strategy, the path to that math BFBFP, is text free will devotion. The most valuable thing you can possibly contribute is something that comes from your own genuine joy and passion, not from ticking boxes or meeting external targets.
It completely flips the script on achievement, doesn't it?
It really does. Which brings us to a final thought, something for you listening to chew on.
Yeah.
If this research is even partly right, if external observation and testing really do risk collapsing your infinite potential into just one limited, possibly mediocre outcome, then what programs, what tests, what expectations are you participating in right now, maybe at work, in your personal goals, anywhere, that might actually be hazardous to you reaching your fullest potential?